You have mentioned it many a times in your cross-examination that without the AVRs, which would indicate or which would show the movements of the motor vehicles of the police who dealt with you on the various occasions on which those police dealt with you, the court will not have a clear picture of the movement of those motor vehicles, not so?
Manje ke ummeli isikhathi sakhe sokuthi akubuze imibuzo mayelana nofakazi bakho bethulile ngesikhathi umshushisi kade akubuza imibuzo. Uthi khona udaba lwe-AVL. Usithi ke i-car record ukushicelwa phansi mayelana nokuhamba kwemoto la zihamba khona ngesikhathi njalo. Bathi manje le moto lezi zamaphoyisa kade wona zikhambisa futhi ezinye zikuphelekeza. Ngeke nikhone ukutshela inkantolo ngaphandle kwalama AVL record ukuthi nahamba kuphi umgwaqo ngesikhathi amaphoyisa hamba nawo.
As a court, please, my lord, we think that's a clearly leading question. It basically puts the answer in the mouth of the accused, my lord. If maybe counsel can put it in a different way.
Engaba kumshushisi wakubuze lo mbuzo walendlela ummeli wakho akubuze ngayo uyacela ukuthi akaveze elinye iphimbo mhlawumbe enye ke indlela uma ekubuza ke lo mbuzo angawubuza umbuzo ojula isikhungo si oqondile.
No, this is not suggestive of an answer. I'm simply repeating what Mr. Sibiya has been persistently saying under cross-examination. I'm only confirming that with him.
Athi uthi ke ummeli akuyona umbuzo oqondile kepha yinto ubuyilokho uyisho njalo ngesikhathi bola ngaphansi kwesifungo ukuthi wena ke ngaphandle kwalokho ufakazi obukhona ubushicilelwe phansi ebama-car records mayelana nodaba lwama-AVL tracker umuntu bezihambisa angeke ukhone ukubonisa inkantolo ukuthi imoto lezi kade zihamba kuphi ngasiphi isikhathi.
Yebo ngishilo ngithi ukuba khona ama-AVL ungabe ayasiza ukubonisa ukuthi imoto bezihamba kuphi, imoto esobe ikhona, imoto le beyikhona, imoto le beyikhona behamba endaweni eyi1 ngaleso sikhathi lesebengisisho mina.
Yes, I did say that if the AVRs were here before the court, they were going to assist the court in terms of showing the movement of the car vehicles in which they were present during all the times that I was being transported. If the AVL records were here before the court, they were going to prove about the movement of certain cars that were present.
Thank you, Mr. Sibiya. Thank you. Now, the absence of those AVL records, of those motor vehicles, what would that mean in the case that you're facing?
Uthi ummeli umbuzo wakhe uthi ngokuthi ke lama car records awatholekile ngabe lokhu kungasho ukuthini kule cala ubhekene nalo.
Ungezi kwama-AVL mina ngibona kucindezela iside lami uma mina ngichaza ukuthi imoto zahamba kuphi nakuphi kodwa okubi ngoba lo iphoyisa leli ebelila uleselini leli belila le MPD lasho ukuthi imoto zabo zifidiwe ama-AVL.
The issue of the AVRs not being brought to the court, they are not doing justice to me, because if they were here, they were going to do justice to me, because even the police officer, police member from the EMPD, the one who was seated here at the back behind the witness, my lord, he once said that all the vehicles, they were fitted with the AVL track.
Ngoba ujaji wambuza wamala washo ukuthi ayizonke imoto zabo zifidiwe ama-AVL kodwa umshushisi wathi ebuya umshushisi benokini basebethi imoto zama-MPD ayifidiwe ama-AVL. So lokho ngibona mina kucindezela thina ngoba thina yonke into ethu abayifunayo bona abashushisi namaphoyisa babuya nayo kodwa thina esuke siyifuna ukuthi besilethele yona esiza thina abayilethi.
There was once a time where the judge from the court had asked the gentleman from the EMPD whether those vehicles were fitted or not with the tracker. And the gentleman, he confirmed before the court and said, yes, those cars, they were fitted with the AVL tracker. However, that is not doing justice to me. Whenever the prosecutor and the police, they want something, they're able to bring such before the court whenever it suits them. However, when it has to benefit myself, it does not get to be provided before the court.
So I don't want to misunderstand you, what you're saying. Just want to find out from you if, am I then correct to understand you to mean that without those, partly without those AVL, justice would not be seen to be done in your case?
Manje uthumele ngabe uthi wena ke uma eqonda kahle ngenkulumo yakho uma ngabe lo daba kolama car records we AVL engekho la enkantolo lokho ngeke kuyibo ubulungiswa obuqondile ubulungiswa obukahle la kuwena.
Akusibo ubulungiswa obuqondile kimi ngoba sifike kwacelakala ama pocket book bathi bayawalahla kwafunakala ama AVL bathi imoto zabo azinawo. Futhi mina kimi ngibonisa idami licindezeleka kakhulu ngoba uma ngikhuluma into ayizwakali ngendlela ephelele ngoba ufakazi bama ngifuna ukumshushisa yena akasinikezi thina lento esiyifunayo.
That will not serve any justice to me because of, I remember there was once a time when we asked for the books and then they said they usually throw them away. And even those car track records, they were not even brought before the court. That is totally injustice to me. And whenever the prosecution needs something, they are able to bring it and provide it before the court. However, when it's my turn to request something from them or from the police, they don't bring such before the court.
Mr. Sabia, is it correct that the only people who can make available those AVL records are the police themselves?
Usibiya kuyiqiniso ukuthi abantu abangasiza noma abangakhona ukuthi balethe ama-car records lawo yiwo amaphoyisa.
Yebo yiwo amaphoyisa.
Yes, that is correct.
When I say police, I mean the members of the South African Police Services as well as the Metro Police who assisted the members of the South African Police in the period of your arrest.
Umeli uthi ke uma ethi amaphoyisa abangakhona ukuthi basilekelele ngalo ludaba ubala kamaphoyisa kahulumeni futhi abuya bala kamaphoyisa kamasipala sothi Metropolis ke leyo abakade bekhona ngaso sonke lesikhathi kade uboshiwe bekhambisa kwindawo ezahlukile.
Yebo yibo.
Yes, they are the ones who can be of the assistance.
Thank you, Mr. Svia. We will put the issue of the AVL at the back of our minds. Let us proceed to something else.
Uyabonga kumeli ukuthi sithathele sibekele nje emuva kancane siqhube sihambe kulunye ke udaba manje.
Yeah.
Understood?
Now, there's been exhibit GG1 are photos of the pointing out.
Uthumele khona ke imibukiso khona nomhlanje izithombe ezikhona ngaphansi kwemibukiso ka GG1 izithombe zokuthi lezi kade uyokhomba khona the pointing out ke ngesingisi.
Lale.
I am listening.
The state took you through the nature of the photos as are filed in exhibit GG1 with you in details, explaining each and every photo that is contained in here, total of which goes to 31 photos, not so?
Umeli uthi abashishisi ngesikhathi kade bebuza ke imibuzo ngezithombe lezi kade bekubukisa isithombe ngasinye baqeda lapho ke bachazela sona kabanzi izithombe leziyana izithombe mayiphelele ezizonke zo 31.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, you have consistently been maintaining that at no point did Lieutenant Khadebe explain to you your rights by way of going through the Ronio form with you that was handed in as exhibit. I can't remember what exhibit is that, but that's the Romeo form that was read into record, which it was mentioned that Mr. Hadebe went through it with you.
But
I think it should also be part of Form GG1. Do you still remember that form?
wathi ushilo ukuthi umnumzane uHadebe akaze akutshele ngalutho mayelana nokubhaliwe ngaphakathi kwefomu, ifomu lakhona liphakathi kwa-exhibit GG1. Ngabe selikhumbula yini lo fomu?
yebo akaze sengitshene lutho uHadebe ngakulela form lela ngeke ngalibona umshushisi maye ngifundela lona la.
Yes, Mr. Hadebe never explained anything from the form. However, I only saw that form when the prosecutor was reading it for me here in court.
Thank you. Now, the point is, having gone through the photo album, because Mr. Hadebe said he took you to some office there at Alberton where he went with you through that form. Now, the point is, the state having gone through this Form GG1, which contains the photos of what could have happened, did you come across a picture of yourself and Mr. Hadebe seated where Mr. Hadebe alleges that you seated, him going through that form with you?
Umbuzo ke Sotobe uthi umnumzane uHadebe washo ukuthi yena wahlangana nabe senahamba naye eAlbertine kwisikhumulo samaphoyisa sase-Albertine. Manifika lapha ya kwisikhumulo samaphoyisa sase-Albertine bese nahlala phansi kuma-office akhona. Ngesikhathi ade nihlezi phansi yena uthi wakucetshela noma uchazela konke ade kubhaliwe ngaphakathi kulela kweform leli kade aliphethe kuyena. Manje kumbuzo ummeli awubuza kuwe uthi ngesikhathi lesi thimba labashushisi bebakhuluma bekubuza ke noma bekhomba ithombe leziyana ke ekade utshengiswa zona la enkantolo, ngabe sikhona yini isithombe la kutshengakala wena kusona uhlezi phansi nomnumzana uHadebe, ngoba ke yena washo umnumzana uHadebe ukuthi bekahlezi phansi nawe ngesikhathi lesi bekatshela ngeform?
Cha asikho.
No, there's no such a picture.
Yeah, the form that I'm referring to is Form GG.
Uthi kumele iform akhuluma ngalo iform laka GG.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Now, what would be the meaning of the absence of that photo in this photo album?
Manje ngokuthi ngoba lesithombe asikho kule thombe zonkane ekhona sithi photo album yakhona ngaphansi kwemibukiso ka GG1 noma GG, lesithombe lesi ngoba sona asikho, ngabe lokho kungasho ukuthini?
Kusho ukuthi lento ayikhulumayo uHadebe ukuthi yenzakalanga le ndlela ayisho ngayo.
It means that whatever thing that Hadebe said it happened, it never happened the way he said it happened.
Thank you, Mr. Sibia. And do you agree or not that the reading of this form from GG by Mr. Hadebe to you, according to him, was an important moment because this form, it's a form through which allegedly your rights as an arrested person were explained to you?
Umele uthi malana neform lelo umnumzana uHadebe athi wakufundela engabe khona into ebalekile wayenza ngokuthi ekufana nokuthi wakufundela malana namalungelo akho ezomthethwa njengomuntu oboshiwe?
No.
My apologies. Asime kancane Sotobe.
What I'm saying is, does he agree with me, or will he agree or not, that the reading of his rights from this form, according to Mr. Hadebe, was an important occasion in that process?
Umele
Prisma, once again, we just want to put on record that this is a plainly leading question. That is a plainly leading question, my lord. The answer is put in the mouth of the accused.
No, it is not a leading question, my lord. He can simply say, I don't agree with you, or I agree with you. What is leading there? His He's a free person. He's got a freedom of speech in terms of the constitution of this country. To say, no, Mr. Mnisi, what you're talking to me now, it's hogwash. But that's not a leading question. It's a very fair question. Does he agree or not? I'm not saying to him, do you agree? He has got an option to say, aye, that's a hogwash.
Bathi umnumzana uHadebe wathi-ke into athi semqoka kuleli fomu futhi wena awachazela noma mhlawumbe wakutshela yona kumayelana namalungelo akho njengoba yena-ke eshilo umnumzana uHadebe. Manje ummeli into afisa ukuyazi la kuwe ithi ngabe umnumzana uHadebe wakufundela yini
No,
amalungelo?
no. What I'm trying to say is his view, in terms of his view, would he recognize the reading of his rights from this form by Mr. Hadebe as an important occasion in that process now?
Meaning him.
Him.
Oh, my apologies. Uthi ngabe wena kuyibona njengento ebalekile ukuthi amalungelo akho afundwa umnumzana uHadebe kufundela wona ekhona ngaphakathi kwefom noma akaza kwenze lokho.
Akaze sengifundele uHadebe lamalungelo ayefundwa umshushisi la ebooksini.
He never read out those rights. Mr. Hadebe never read out those rights to me as the prosecutor was reading them here in court.
Yeah, no, that has been said many times, Mr. Sibi, I've said that many times, but I understand that what has been conveyed to you is not exactly what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the reading of Mr. Hadebe of the rights from this form, as he, according to him, interacted with you, would you have regarded that as an important thing or not?
Umeli uthi athi cha ke ndlela ayibekwe kahle ngayo lenkulumo la kuwe. Indlela afuna afisa ukuyazi la kuwe. Umnumzana uHadebe nanoma sekakhiphe insolo noma inkulumo yakhe ethi wakufundela iform futhi namalungelo akho ezomthetho khona ngaphakathi kweform. Manje wena ngabe lokho wakubona njengento ekhethekile noma njengento semqoka noma mhlawumbe into ebalekile ngesikhathi athina wakufundela amalungelo akho khona ngaphakathi kweform.
Mayethi wangifundela yena engakaze sengifundele.
If he said he read out the rights yet he did not,
Ake ngibeke ngesizulu sibi. Ngiqonde ukuthi ngokuya ngokwakho uma uHadebe ethi wakufundela amalungelo akho kuleli form, ingabe lokho wakubona ngokuya ngokwakho kwakuyinto ebalekile noma kwakuyinto engakabalekanga na ukuthi umuntu akufundele amalungelo akho kule form?
Kahle kahle kwakuyinto ebalekile ukuthi kumele angifundele noma yena engafundelanga.
it was important for him to read out those rights even though he never read out the rights to me.
Thank you. Now, because there was a photographer there, Mr. Mapakela, who was requested to come and take photos of all those important occasions which were happening there. What does that then mean to you? The fact that that important occasion was not part of the photos that Mr. Mapakela took.
Uthumeli kade khona umuntu beka khona laphayana eYouTube lakhe ithombe umnumzana uMapakela. Futhi thatha ithombe zehle zohlelo lonke lolanga leli akade nihlangane ngalo nomnumzana uHadebe. Manje lo daba lokuthi isithombe lesi sibalekile engakaze asithathe ngabe lokho kusho ukuthini kuwe?
Usho ukuthi uHadebe akaze sengifundele lamalungelo awasho ukuthi wangifundela khomba ukuthi lokho akwenzakalanga ngoba kuba kwenzeka ngabe uwashutha isithombe sakhona uMapakela.
It means that Mr. Hadebe never read out those rights as he has allegedly said that he has read them out to me. Because of that picture, it should have been the most important thing for Mapakela to capture.
Thank
That
you.
moment would have been the most important moment for Mr. Mapakela to capture.
Thank you, Mr. Sibiya. Now, there's a statement that is attached to from GG. That statement that the state also took you through in cross-examination. Do you still remember that statement? I'm going to show you that statement.
Uthumele khona istatement esikhona ngaphakathi kwemibukiso ke ze-BGG lesi ke umshushisi wakhomba so mhlawumbe akubonisa sona.
I just want to show you exactly what is it that we're talking about.
Naye manje uzokukhomba sona mhlawumbe akutshengisa sona le statement akhuluma ngaso.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the statement that is attached to the form that Mr. Khatebe said he allegedly went through that form with you.
Istatement lesi esiphelekeza iform leli uMnumzana Hadebe wathi iform lakhona ileli wakufundela lona nihlezi phansi nobabili.
Lalela.
I'm listening.
Thank you. Ngisacela lelo. Thank you, Mayor. Now, you have also consistently maintained that there's nothing that you ever said to Mr. Khatebe in your interaction with him, which could have been encapsulated in this attachment to the Ronio form, on this statement that is attached to the Ronio form, not so?
Uthumeli wena ke boloko umile usho inkulumo yakho eyodwa vo ukuthi akunalutho owalikhuluma mhlawumbe akunankulumo owayitshela uMnumzana Hadebe ngesikhathi bohlezi naye mhlawumbe ngesikhathi bowunaye futhi ephelekeza istatement lesi se pointing out.
Yebo asikho istatement engangasenza kuHadebe.
Yes, I never gave out any statement to Mr. Hadebe.
Thank you. Mr. Sibi. I had an opportunity to go through the evidence in chief of Mr. Khatebe as he was led by the state on the 23rd of October 2023.
Uthumeli uye wanesikhathi sokubuka noma sokufunda ke okushicelwe phansi kwenkulumo kaMnumzana Hadebe ngesikhathi kade ke holwa ngemibuzo ithimba labashushisi ngelanga la nge-23 zaka October ngomnyaka ka-2023.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not a very long testimony, but I would not repeat it
Uthi kumele
because all the information is here on record.
uthumela kusenkulumo eningi kakhulu futhi ngeke ayibuyisele ngoba sele ikhona kuloko kushicilelwa phansi la enkantolo.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is indeed so that there is nothing contained in his evidence in chief which indicate that there was a particular point wherein you gave him a statement.
Uthi yebo empeleni kule mibuko ngesikhathi bekalana eholwa ke ngemibuzo abashushisi akukho la kutshengakala khona mhlawumbe kuvele khona ukuthi
That is not correct.
Hello?
That is not correct. We did indicate in the record where Colonel Hadebe clearly says upon their return, they sat in the office and he asked him to explain the pointings out. We did refer to that relevant portion.
I am saying, I looked at the proceedings of the 23rd of October 23.
uthumela ubukeke kuhlelo kade loba kwenkulumo yashicelwa phansi elanga la nge-23 zaka October ngomnyaka 2023
just before he could be cross-examined by Mr. Mgumezulu.
athi ngaphambi ukuthi ke uMnumzana Ngomezulu aphakama ambuze imibuzo ngesikhathi lesiyabekana enkantolo.
There is nothing in these proceedings that suggests or that indicates that at one point or the other, he sat down with you and you gave him a statement.
Uthi ke ngesikhathi akukho okuvelile mhlawumbe okubhaliwe kulesa statement lesiya okusho khona ukuthi ngemuva uthini kuye kule pointing out nahlala phansi bese uyamchazela kabanzi ke ngalokhu ukade yokhomba ngakho bese wamupha ke statement. Mana ke Sotobi.
As a court, please, my lord. we went through a trial within a trial. In a trial within a trial, the prerequisites as set out in section 217 are canvassed. And once there's judgment regarding those prerequisites, the witnesses then come back and testify about the contents of what was said in the pointings out form in the context of Colonel Khadebe. We refer to the evidence wherein after the pointings out were admitted, in other words, after the court made a ruling on the admissibility of the pointings out, Colonel Khadebe came back and testified on the contents of the pointings out. That is the portion that we say, my lord, that he did point out that upon their return, he sat down with the accused in the office and the accused explained the pointings out to him. The two processes should not be conflated, my lord.
Mr. Sibia, the proceedings of the 23rd of October 2023, when
uthumele kwinkulumo eyashicilelwa phansi ngelanga lange-23 zaka-Okthobha ngomnyaka 2023
when Mr. Khadebe was telling this court the processes that he went through them with you.
ngesikhathi umnumzana uColonel Khadebe watshela inkosi yenkantolo mhlawumbe inkantolo mayelana ke nohlelo owalihamba ngesikhathi bekanawe.
That is from when he met you at Alberton on the 5th of June 2020 at around 12 o'clock up until you came back from the so-called pointing out.
Ngelanga lange-5 zakaJuni ngomnyaka 2020 ngehora laka-12 emini ngesikhathi bekanawe ngaphansi kwendawo yase-Albertine bese nalihamba ke nakule ndade yomtshengisa mhlawumbe yomkhombela yona bese naphinda nabuya futhi.
Silapha ayifike ekhombe khona bese ethi angikhombe nami.
Angaqedi. You went to the pointing out and came back. After having came back, he says photos were taken.
Uthumeli ke nahamba naye kwenza lokhomba bese ngemuva kwalokho nabuya uma nebuya kwathathwa ke ithombe noma mhlawumbe ithombe zathathwa.
After photos were taken of you, he then released you to the charge office people. In other words, you were then taken back to the cell where he got you from.
Uthi ngemuva uthi ithombe thathu lokada ngawe ke swakudedela bakuthatha bakumikisa lapha e-charge office la bekuthole khona emaseleni.
There is nothing, absolutely nothing, so many nothings in these proceedings that I'm referring to that says that there was a moment in your in his interaction with you wherein he specifically says, at this particular point, then me and Sibia sat down. That is when then Sibia orated this statement to me. There's nothing like that.
Uthi umeli ke empeleni akuna lutho la kutshengakala khona noma la kubhalwe khona kule nkulumo ukuthi ngesikhathi lesi esithize noma ngesikhathi lesi umnumzana ke uColonel lo okade ahambe naye kwenze pointing out naye bekahlezi phansi nawe wena umtshela ngayo le nkulumo ekhona ngaphakathi kwe-statement.
Do you understand?
Yazwisisa inkulumo kaMmeli?
Yebo ngiyazwisisa.
Yes, I do understand.
Now, from what is happening in these proceedings, or from the testimony of what Sibia told this court about, not Sibia man, Khadebe, about what Khadebe told this court about his interaction with you on the 5th, what do you make then of that omission?
Uthi kumele manje mayelana nodaba lolu umnumzana ke uHadebe owalitshela inkantolo ukuthi lenzeka ngelanga lenge-5 ngalento ke engayenzile wena ungathanda ukuthini ke ngaba nephutha lela lenzile.
As a case, we want to- once again, we don't want to be pedantic, but we have said that there are two processes. You have a trial within a trial to determine the admissibility of a statement or point this out in this instance. And at that point, the court is only concerned about the prerequisite, whether the statement was made freely, voluntarily. And once there's a ruling on the admissibility, then if, like in this instance, if the court finds that the statement was made freely, voluntarily, without any undue influence, then the witness comes back. That's when the witness testifies about the statement that the accused made. And we've referred, my lord, in the record, on the 18th of March 2023. Counsel is referring to the proceedings of 2023. That's when we were concerned with the prerequisites for the or requirements for admissibility. And once there was a ruling on admissibility, the witness came back, and that was during the proceedings of 18 March 2024. And we've referred to the relevant passage, the proceedings of 18 March 2024, page 46, line 19, where Mr. Khadebe testified that he said his photos 26 to 31, after photos were taken, and then we sat down with Muzi and obtained further clarification of what he had pointed out. Should I read it in? And then he starts reading the statement. So he could not be expected to have referred to the statement when at that point in the trial, within the trial, the admissibility of the statement was being determined.
My lord,
Yeah.
the state is missing it. Mr. Khadebe, in a trial within a trial, he was called to come and explain to this court all the processes that he went through in his interaction with Mr. Sibia. He explained, according to him, step by step, his interaction with Mr. Sibia. His introduction to Mr. Sibia, the fact that he went to collect him from the cell where Mr. Sibia was placed, the fact that there was a bit of a commotion because people did not want to bring Mr. Sibia to him, the fact that he ultimately had to go and fetch Mr. Sibia to him into the room where, according to Mr. Khadebe, this interaction with Mr. Sibia took place. He took this court through the Ronio form, all the questions that are contained in there. From there, he said, I then requested Mr. Sibia to undress. Photos of Mr. Sibia were then taken. After photos of Mr. Sibia were then taken, then they went out to the motor vehicle as they were then preparing to go. Photos of them outside that office when they're about to get into the motor vehicles were then taken. They went allegedly to the scene. I will not to avoid prolixity, I will not repeat what was said, but according to Mr. Khadebe, they went to the scene. Some points were then shown around there where photos were taken. They came back to the office. From the office, Mr. Sibia was also requested to dress, further photos were taken, And then from there, that's it. There is
So
no
how-
point.
Sorry, so how did he get the statement?
I don't know.
Yeah, I know, because he says,
Oh, the court knows.
yeah, I was listening.
Yes.
As I normally do.
Yes,
He says when they came back,
yes, yes,
from doing the pointing out,
yes,
photos were taken
yes,
to show that everything went okay.
yes,
And thereafter, because he's got to explain what happened,
yes,
he went through that with Mr. Sbiya. Actually asked him, are you satisfied how I conducted this and that and that? Yes, I'm satisfied.
yes,
Then he asks him what actually happened. Then he relays the history according to Khadebe. And Khadebe writes it down.
That's not what the record says, my lord. Unless that was omitted from the record.
Sorry, is that thing signed?
Yes, well, this is what the record says, but
Jesus.
with reference to Exhibit GG, my lord,
Yeah.
at paragraph 6, when Colonel Khadebe was going through the pro forma during the trial within the trial, he says he asked the accused whether he knows and understand the warning given to him, and his answer was, I understand the warning. Then paragraph 6, he is further asked if he still wishes to point out the scene and or points, and the reply of the accused was, I still want to point out and give a statement. And that's precisely,
Is there a statement there?
yes,
Is it signed?
yes, that is the statement that.
No, but is it signed?
Yes, it's signed by the.
I know he denies it.
Yes.
But there is a statement written in the handwriting of Khadebe,
Yes,
and it is signed.
yes,
And he alleges that Mr. Sbiya also signed.
yes,
That's the evidence I listened to.
yes. And on during the trial within a trial on the 23rd of October 2023, page 76, line 5, Colonel Khadebe, after conclusion of the pointing out of the scenes or point, the notes are read out to the person who pointed out and then interpreted once again. The following questions are now put to the person who pointed out the scenes of the point. Are you satisfied that which you pointed out and said had been noted down correctly? And the answer is yes. So I don't know if counsel says there's nowhere where reference is made to the fact that a statement was taken. The Ronio form that we've just read out refers to the accused wanting to give a statement, and that read in conjunction with what we've just placed on record on page 76, that read together clearly shows that the accused indicated that he wants to make a statement, and when he came back after the court made a ruling on the trial within a trial, he then reads out the statement.
Yeah, that's the procedure anyway.
I feel obliged, my lord, to read what I've just been referring this court to. It's going to take the whole day, because this is evidence of more than 15 pages. And the reason why I simply want to demonstrate that is just want to show that there's absolutely nothing contained in this record that I'm referring this court to, where Khadebe says, at one moment on this day where I interacted with Sbiya, we had an opportunity to sit down and Sbiya gave me a statement or narrated certain things to me. There's none.
So Mr. Sbiya never sat on the chair which he was offered by Khadebe.
My lord?
Sbiya, Mr. Sbiya
Yes.
was never seated in that office, never seated. There's nothing. nothing, where Khadebe engaged him. Because Khadebe said photos were taken
Yes,
and Mr. Sibia was invited to sit down.
yes.
The business was transacted with Mr. Sibia sitting down. And you say there's nothing like that. Fine.
My lord, the photos were taken of Sibiya and
He must,
Khadebe.
you know what? You can argue it, this thing, because you will never solve it.
It is insoluble, of course.
Yeah,
my
you are
lord.
saying they never sat down. According to Sibia, to Khadebe, he asked his name. He
Yes.
asked his cell number, he asked his ID.
Yes. My lord, I am only trying here to re-examine Mr. Sibiya on what came out in cross-examination. According to the state says this is what Khadebe went through with you. Now, based on that came out in cross-examination, I am now saying to Mr. Sibiya, is that which the state said what happened on that day borne by the events that are contained in this record? Now, simple thing, my lord, this record says nothing about that. And more importantly, the court says, am I suggesting that Sibiya and actually Khadebe never set Sibiya on a table where Sibiya took through, when Khadebe took Sibiya through these Ronnie forms, my lord? Sibiya has just indicated here, and I'm sorry just to argue these things, Sibiya has just indicated here, sitting down the table.
Yeah, he says, of course, Mr. Sibia says he never sat down. Actually, no communication whatsoever. They just came and told him, sign here, sign here, sign here. That's his version.
That is not what I want to say, man.
Yeah, but I'm telling you his version.
Yes.
Never sat down, just came in, sign here, sign
But,
here, sign
but that
here,
is not
sign
what I
here.
want to say, my lord. What I want to say is the fact that Khadebe alleges that him and Sibiya had to sit down and Khadebe took Sibiya through this form. That was a momentous occasion which could never have been missed by the photographer. For the fact that that momentous occasion there was missed by the photographer, it's not in these photos.
Who
That the
instructs,
state
who,
took.
instructs, who instructs the photographer to take the photo? Who instructs him?
Is Mr. Khadebe.
That's the point. And if he doesn't instruct him,
Then it means.
and then if the
there's a
photograph
vacuum.
isn't taken,
Yes.
the photo, it's a momentous occasion.
Yes,
Oh, I see.
yes. For the fact
And it
that.
means, sorry, can I just have that form? You call it the Ronnie. Because I don't-
It's a erroneous form, man.
yeah, I just want to see whether in fact there is anything that says that
Sorry. the
so-called statement which Mr. Sibeyane,
Yeah, must be.
yeah, you've got the right to deny it. That's completely right. But when I look at it, it's 1, 2, 3 pages. And I'm just going to read it so that, and I'm not saying who is right, who is wrong. I'm just saying this is the evidence I listened to. Muzika Bao, Kulega, Tembe, Sibiya states that I'm not sure about the month, the day, but it was the year 2014. Second paragraph. It was on a Wednesday when I was called by Marco Buthelezi, who asked where I was. I told him I was at home, where I stayed, and he told me he was coming to see me. Fourth paragraph. He came accompanied by Makimba Buthelezi, and they were in a white polo VW and got inside the polo, and Marco told me that he had a job for us. I asked what job it was, and he told me that it was to kill someone. I asked who that person was, and he said it's Senzo. I said, fine, we can do it, and we decided to first go and see a Nyanga Sangoma to check whether the job will be successful. We waited for the old man, and he threw the bones and said it was good. Paragraph 6. Letter says the job can be done successfully. We paid 50 rands for checking and left. I was dropped at home, and we agreed to meet on Saturday, the day of the job. Paragraph 7. On Saturday, we went and waited to a place, house. It was pointed out. Today, Colonel Hadera says today, on the 5th, 6th, 2020 in Vosloorus, and we stopped at the corner and walked there. Paragraph 8. I was asked whether I want to go, and I said no. I will wait outside. Marco and Makimbi went inside the house, and I heard about 3 gunshots, and they came running. We all left and ran to the car. 9, paragraph 9. I was told in the car by Marco that they went in and found people inside and demanded money and cell phones. He told me Senzo confronted, it's about 10 or 9, confronted them, and there was fighting, and everyone ran to the bedroom. We drove back to my place at Sutu Hostel, and I got out next to the high mast electric light. They then left, and they further argued, and I was with Marco. I pointed out the 2 places, the house where the shooting had taken place and the spot where I was dropped off after the shooting. I confirmed that my rights were explained to me and I was not assaulted or threatened. Right, but what is also here, there is a thumb print and the thumbprint and an X. Then there's a signature. Thumbprint and signature. Thumbprint and signature. Thumbprint and signature. Now this is what Hadebe says he did when they came back from the pointing outs. And I'm not making any finding. And this process, I don't know how long it took. But Mr. Ibia says nothing of this sort happened. Fine. So that's the evidence Khadebe gave in this court. Now I'm told that there was nothing. Fine.
My Lord, from the solitude of my conscience, I really don't know what to call that which the court has done now. Because in all fairness, I would expect the court to sit calm and listen to these two parties.
I've listened.
Because it is this very same court which ultimately, at the end of the day, would not only be expected to give a judicial decision, but a judicious decision.
And I always do that.
Yes, my lord. But exactly what the court has done now is giving impression that no matter I can stand here for the whole day, for the whole night, the court has already formed a prima facie view.
No, I'm quoting you. You say there was nothing that happened.
Yes.
Nothing. Fine. But I granted you the view that you can hold that view, it's fine. But that is not the view I had when I was in this court. That's all. Now,
I'm saying, my lord, in terms of what is contained on the proceeding that I've just been referring this court to 2310, proceedings of the 23rd of October 2023, Mr. Khadebe's evidence in chief, there is nowhere where he says it's in its entirety, his evidence in chief in its entirety. There is nowhere where he says that at some point when I interacted with Mr. Sibiya on that day, we had an opportunity to sit down where Mr. Sibiya actually narrated his statement to me. That is just my argument.
okay, fine.
Thank you. But that which has happened now, my lord, it's beyond,
You know what?
it's beyond my
If you
comprehension.
think I did anything unlawful, the law says you can make an application in terms of section 319. Direct liberty to do that.
Thank you, my lord.
Yes, that's what the law says.
Mr. Sibiya, let's just wrap up this point. I'm not so sure whether, my lord, that which the court has done by reading this information once again into a record should then be interpreted again. I'm not so sure if there's a need for
No,
it to be
interpret it for him. It was interpreted, but you can interpret it again for Mr. Sibiya. What's your time then? Mr. Baloi, what's your time?
1508, my lord.
1508.
Indeed, my lord.
Oh, I see. It's before 3.
It's 8 minutes past 3.
Oh, 8 minutes past 3. Okay, fine.
So tebe khona ke statement lana ke nkosi enkantolo qeda ukusifunda istatement lesi ke umnumzana uHadebe washo ukuthi istatement wena lesi abasithola kuwe la kubhala ukuthi Phosphorus case as 636/10/2014 igama lana kubhala ukuthi Muzika ukhulelwa Sithembe Sibiya ukhuluma lenkulumo ke ngaphansi kwesifungo la kuyasho khona ukuthi aqinisekile kepha ngokuthi iphimbo mhlawumbe lokho kwenzeka ngelanga lede kunjani ifuna ngalomnyaka ka2014 kepha kade kungolwesithathu emalangeni esonto ngesikhathi lesi wena washayelwa ke ucingo lapho ku macro ubuthelezi ngesikhathi bekubuza ukuthi engabe ukuphi nendawo bese wena kwabatshela ukuthi kade usekhaya kini la kade uhlala khona bese bona batshela ukuthi bayeza bazokubona kepha kuma befika lapha yana na Ike wafika yena ke ephelekezwa ke uMathimba uThelezi futhi ngesikhathi bekahamba noMathimba uThelezi kade behamba ngemoto ke emhlophe iVW wangena ke ngaphakathi kwemoto bese ke nahlala nobomakho nakhuluma lapha yana ke phakathi kwemoto bathi khona ke umsebenzi kumele ukuthi wenziwe bese nabuza ukuthi umsebenzi wani lokho kumele ukuthi wenziwe bona bakutshela ukuthi umsebenzi nje othize noma mhlawumbe uthile kumele ukuthi wenziwe umsebenzi wakho umsebenzi wakho bekumele kubulawe ke usenzo bengathi wona kulungileke lapho ngesikhathi usho khona njalo bese nathatha isinqumo sokuthi qala kwamele nihambe niyoyenza zakhe iy'nhlolo kwisangoma noma kwinyanga ngaphambi ukuthi nihambe nenze umsebenzi nibheke ukuthi ngabe umsebenzi uzohamba kahle yini bese ngempeleni lokho nakwenza-ke nahamba nafika nenzela kwiy'nhlolo inyanga yachitha thula amathambo phansi wantshela ukuthi hhayi cha konke kusesimeni esikahle noma kulungile. Bathi ngemuva-ke komsebenzi ukuthi umsebenzi nahamba umsebenzi wahamba ngemuva ukuthi bantshela ukuthi umsebenzi wahamba kahle-ke bese nakhokha-ke imali ewu-R50 wamalandi ngesikhathi senza iy'nhlolo bese namuka nahamba lapha kula muzi wesangoma bakushiya wona-ke lapha ekhaya lakho duze bese navumelana ukuthi umsebenzi nizowenza-ke ngomgqibelo lesodo leli kade nikulona bese ngemuva kwalokho-ke ngomgqibelo bese bafika bakuthatha ngesikhathi bekuthatha la kade uhlala khona bese nahamba bakutshengisa mhlawumbe bakukhomba la bekumele ukuthi umsebenzi wenziwe khona futhi ngalo ilanga leli ngomnyaka ngalo ilanga bathi ngelanga-ke wathi namuhla ngelanga lange-5 zakaJuni ngomnyaka 2020 lapha eFosloras nina-ke nahamba nomnumzana uColonel Radebe womtshengisa mhlawumbe yomkhombisa la kade niye khona ngesikhathi wohamba nabafowenu la kade wena kade uhamba nabo ngesikhathi nikwenza umsebenzi bese wabakhomba ukuthi wena kade ume kuphi nendawo ngoba wona awukaze ungene ngaphakathi kola muzi okwaKhumalo kepha abantu abangena ngaphakathi kulo muzi bona bafika bafuna-ke laphayana ama-cellphone mhlawumbe noma-ke imali nabomakhalekhukhwini bese khona kungquzulwana phakathi kwabo seba lapho bagcina sebengazwani kahle noSenzo bagcina sebamshaya-ke ngenhlamvu yena-ke uSenzo bese wona kwazi iweza-ke lapho kumsindo oyinhlamvu ezintathu ngesikhathi kade kusenzeka lokho bese nonke bagijima naye-ke emotweni nabuyela emuva emotweni bese nahamba nilibangisa lapha eSuthu hostel abakushiya khona wena-ke bese-ke eduze nesibane sakagesi esikhanyayo laphaya bakushaduze nesibane sakagesi ekade sikhanyisile kulaa ndawo eseke umakho wena-ke wahamba yilo yokuphela-ke inkulumo bese khona-ke la kube khona-ke umunwe futhi ne-signature kwasayinwa noma mhlawumbe umuntu usayindile kule statement esakhona bese-ke wakubuza ukuthi ngabe uyakuzwisisa yini lokhu ngoba mhlawumbe uyakuvuma yini okubhaliwe ngalana bese kodwa yebo uyakuvuma futhi uyakuzwisisa nje kahle ilokho kade bekhuluma ngakho. Manje nomeli naye washo ukuthi kulo lonke lo hlelo kade ulenza-ke naye umnumzana uLieutenant Colonel Radebe asikho isithombe esikhombisa mhlawumbe akukho la sibona khona isithombe ngesikhathi athena umnumzana uColonel Radebe kahlezi nawe phansi wona kumupha-ke statement ngoba kuzo zonke ley'thombe kade zithwetshula ulo muntu umnumzana uMaphakela kade kuye umthwebulo wey'thombe asikho isithombe awasithwebula salola hlelo noma salesikhathi kade kuyiso isikhathi esibalulekile ukwendlula zonke-ke ikhathi ileyo kuphela-ke inkulumo kade bephikisana ngayo ummeli nomshushisi kwagcina sengenela-ke inkosi yenkantolo kulo lolu daba.
Ngicela ukuphinda ngitshele ukuthi ummeli ngoba esho nje ukuthi uHadebe asikho isikhathi asho kuso ukuthi mina ngake ngenze statement naye vela ngaze ngize ngenze i-statement noHadebe.
Can I repeat this again now that my legal representative has said that there was there was no time in which I made a statement with Mr. Radebe, and indeed there was never such a moment.
Ngoba ngishilo ukuthi into eyenzeka lapha ngasayiniswa amaphepha uHadebe ngasayina lawo maphepha lawo ngashuthwa izithombe masiqeda saphuma saya emotweni bafike nasemotweni before singene emotweni bangishutha izithombe.
What happened on that day, I was asked to sign papers by Mr. Radebe, and indeed I signed those papers. After that, they then told me that we should go to the vehicle or to the car. Then as soon as we got by the cars or next to the vehicles, they then asked me to stand next to the car, and then from there, they then took some pictures. After that, they then instructed me to go inside the vehicle, not to get inside the vehicle.
Kuney'thombe la ngigumule khona engishuthwe ngikuleya container leya engangikuyo noHadebe nalo muntu wayeshutha. Kube ney'thombe engishuthe ngizoyongena emotweni. Kube ney'thombe engishuthwe sengingaphakathi emontweni.
There are some pictures of me which were captured while I was. My Lord, can I ask something? Usmane Soto, ngesikhathi ukukhumula impahla zonke noba.
Bengikhumule ngenhla.
Okay. By the time they asked to capture pictures of myself, they then firstly asked me to undress my upper clothes from my upper body, and indeed I did as they had instructed me. Then from there, they then asked me to dress up. After that, I did so. After doing so, they then told me to go and stand next to the car, and I did as they had instructed me. I then stood next to the vehicles. They then captured other pictures. Then from there, they then instructed me to get inside the car. And then as soon as I got inside the car, they went further and captured some pictures of myself.
Mathi mase ngingaphakathi futhi emontweni bangishutha iy'thombe kwahanjwa kwayiwa la esiya khona noHadebe la uHadebe ayengisa khona la uHadebe afika athi ethi angikhombe phansi ngikhombe phansi bese yashutha lo shuthayo.
Then from there, when I was inside, as soon as I was inside the vehicle, they further took pictures of myself, and then from there, Hadebe told us to leave, and then we then drove to a certain place where he was taking me to. As soon as we arrived at that set spot or particular place, he then instructed me to point down. And indeed, I pointed down. As soon as I pointed down, they then took pictures of that exercise.
Ngasho ngathi imoto yasuka lapho ngayibona esingasehostela ngasaphinda wathi nakhona futhi wathi angikhombe phansi ngakhomba phansi washutha lo shuthayo.
After that, I then saw the vehicle driving towards the hostel. As soon as we reached nearby the hostel, they then instructed me to point down on the surface. And indeed, I did as I was instructed, and the photographer continued in capturing, in taking pictures.
Sasuka lapho sabuyela emuva eAlbertine.
Then from there, they then drove back with me, back to Albertine.
Ngasho ngathi akaze masibuyele emuva akaze ngishuthe iy'thombe isibili akaze ngize ngigunyuliswe isibili angaze ngize ngenze istatement ukusayina ngisayine ekuqaleni uma ngizohamba noHadebe and ukusayina kufana nabantu mabezokuthatha manje bekuvale lapha bakuvalela khona bekunikeze ifoni yakho bethi khuphula ilimit yasebhenki mabefuna ukuthatha imali yakho uyabakhuphulela ilimit yasebhenki hayi ngokuthanda kwakho ngenhloso yokuthi lento abakwenza yona yiyo ekwenza ukuthi wenze leyo nto leyo abathi yenze.
They did not take pictures twice of myself being half naked, nor being fully dressed. That never happened. And then I only signed before we had left the police station from the first time. On our arrival at the police station, they did not tell me to undress a half body and so that they can capture pictures of myself. And I signed simply because of they asked me to sign, but not according to my own will or not by my own will. They instructed me to sign, and I did so. It's more and the same as if maybe when people they had kidnapped you or maybe abducted you, then they then ask you to increase your bank limit from your cell phone. You will do as they say.
Bephinde bethi lantu masibakhuphulele ilimit bethi banikeze iphini ubanikeze iphini awubanikezi ngokuthanda kwakho ubanikeza ngoba uphoqelekile ukuthi kumele banikeze uvikele impilo yakho behambe bokhipha imali yakho ngaphandle kokuvumelana nawe bebuye bekudedele mabekudedela mabekubulala bekubulale kodwa imali yakho sebeyithathile izinto zonke bayithole kuwe kodwa ukuthanda kwakho isignature le ela ngishilo ngathi signature ngasayina ngoba ngangivikela impilo yakho wangesikho ukuthanda kwami ukusayina.
It is the same, my lord, as if maybe you have been abducted or maybe kidnapped, and then once they ask you to increase your limit or bank limit from your cell phone, you will do as they say, and then from there they will then go and make the withdrawals of your own money from the banks, and then from there, as soon as they come back, if you are luckily, then they won't kill you. However, if you're not fortunate enough, they will then kill you. It's the same with the signature that it's there on this statement. It is indeed mine. However, I did not sign according to my own will. I was only fearful, protecting my own life by touching my signature on this statement.
So, Mr. Sibiya, you still confirm, or is your testimony that at no point did you ever give this statement, this contestable statement to Mr. Hadebe?
umeli umbuzo wakubuza wona ke Sotobe uthi ingabe usamile kwinkulumo yakho ukuthi wena awukazi umuphe umnumzana uHadebe le statement lesi.
Ngisamile akaze ngize ngimnikeze uHadebe statement asike statement engisenze ngoHadebe.
Yes, I still maintain that I never gave out this statement to Mr. Hadebe, and there is no statement that I made with Mr. Hadebe or to Mr. Hadebe.
Ingakho ngize ngathi mina uma bebuza le statement lesi ababuze uGininda naye uHadebe ukuthi statement lesi siqhamukapi sithatha ngoba mina angaze ngize nginikazana ngestatement.
That is the reason as to why when they were asking me about this statement, as to why I said they will have to ask Mr. Gininda and Mr. Hadebe about this statement, simply because of I bear no knowledge about this statement.
Thank you. Now, let us quickly deal with this one little but very big aspect. At paragraph 1 of the Ronio form, Exhibit GG, Hadebe says he was contacted by Gininda, what is originally written in the form. He was contacted by Gininda on the 4th of May 2020 at 13:39.
Uthi umeli khona ke into esingathi mhlambi incane kepha ke into enkulu ebaleke kakhulu. Kule paragraph lokuqala kule form. Ukhona la umnumzana uHadebe athena washayelwa ucingo eshayelwa umnumzana uGininda ngelanga la nge4 ngenyanga yes5 ngomnyaka 2020 ngesikhathi kade kwimizuzu ewu39 ngemuva kohora lokuqala.
Now we know that the date of the 5th of June 2020 is a date that was corrected here at court.
Uthi kumele sesiyazi ukuthi ilanga le5 zaka June ilanga bakade belilungisa la enkantolo.
Yeah,
Yes,
Do you follow?
uyazwisisa yini?
ngilalela.
I am listening.
Thank you. And Hadebe comes and tells this court that after I've done everything, I again went through this form with Mr. Sibia. Not so?
Bathi umnumzana uHadebe wafika kwatshela inkantolo ukuthi ngemuva kokuthi ebhalile leli form lonke mhlawumbe yonke imininingwane ekhona ngaphakathi kwaleli form wabuya futhi wahlala phansi naye wakufundela konke okade kubhaliwe leli form. Ngabe kade kwenzeka kade kunjalo?
Cha,
No,
akaze ngifundele.
he never read anything to me.
Thank you. Now, the crux of what I'm saying is, if it is indeed correct that after all was said and done with you on the 5th of June 2020, would Mr. Hadebe not have realized that the date on which he said he was contacted by Mr. Gininda was incorrect?
Uthi uma ngabe lokhu umnumzana uHadebe wakhuluma yena ukuthi lokhu kwenzeka ngelanga lenge5. No, asimela kancane. My apologies, my lord. May you please repeat again?
Excuse me?
May you please repeat again? I just missed that. My apologies.
I am saying, if it is indeed correct that Mr. Hadebe went through this form with you after
Uthi
all,
umeli
yes,
uma ngabe kuyiqiniso ukuthi umnumzana uHadebe wakufundela konke kade kubhaliwe kuleli form ngemuva ukuthi bekusele kubhaliwe,
would he not have realized that there's a date that was noted incorrectly as he started to engage with you?
uthi kumele umbuzo wakhe umbuzo kameli uthi umnumzana uHadebe bekangeke akubone yini ukuthi kukhona iphutha mayelana nelanga elibhaliwe mhlawumbe mayelana nedate ebhaliwe kuleli form uma ngabe yena ke athi kade ahlezi nayo phansi ngemuva ukuthi abhale iform akutshele kabanzi ngeform mhlawumbe akuchazele ngeform.
Ukuba wabhala kwaba wrong wase eyangifundela wayezolibona leli phutha leli ukuthi wenze iphutha la mayebhala i 2020 05 04 wayezolibona ukuthi usenze iphutha bese yalungisa ngoba engalungisanga khomba ukuthi vela akaze sengifundele.
Now that that's what he said, if he had read back what has been written on this form, As soon as he came to realize that he made a mistake about the date on the form, that means he was going to make a change on the date. So this means that he never read back the form to me.
ngoba ngisho ukuthi bayibhalela abayibhalele khona lento le hayi ukuthi uyibhale nami waphinde wafundela mina cha.
As I am saying, they wrote this thing wherever they were. It is not as he said that he wrote this thing in my presence.
Thank you,
No.
Mr. Speaker. I've just said on this point, it appears to be very minute, but very huge in nature.
Uyabonga ke ummeli ukuthi sesiqedile ngalolu phuzu ethi usahlala nje into encane kepha ke esikhathini esizayo kuba ke into enkulu kakhulu le.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Radebe says, as you appeared before him, according to him, you were insane, you were in your sound and sober senses.
Umnumzana uHadebe wathi ngesikhathi wena ke bekakubona noma ufika kuyena wena kade usesimeni nje esikahle futhi esilungile. Bongaphuzile, bongadakile. Namhlanje ungabhemile.
Now, on the day on which you appeared before Mr. Radebe, would you say you were in your sane and sober senses? I mean, sound and sober senses.
Umbuzo ke uthi ngesikhathi lesibohlangana naye kumnumzana uHadebe ungasho ukuthi kade usesimeni nje esijwayelekile futhi esimeni nje esikahle.
Cha. Ngoba ngisho ukuthi
No.
angeke ngize ngibe sesimeni esikahle. Ngiboshwe nge-30 zika May.
There was no way in which I was going to be in the sober senses because of I got arrested on the 30th of May.
Angaze ngize ngixhumane nomndeni wami akekho ngaziyo ukuthi ngikuphi.
I never made contact with my family members and no one knew about my whereabouts.
Bangithatha nge-5 bayongishaya eFosorus.
They then took me on the 5th to assault me at the Foslorus.
Mabengisusa eFosorus bangisa eAlbertine. Vele mangifika kuHadebe ngangeke ngize ngibe right. Umqondo wami wawuhlangahlangene, ngangikhathele, ngangiyo yonke into ongayicabanga nawe uma ukade usuka emzimeni.
And then from Foslorus, they then took me to Albertine to meet up with Mr. Hadebe. And then during the time I met up with him, I was so emotionally mixed, and even on my mind, I was just mixed up. There was no way in which I was going to say that I was indeed in my sober and sound senses.
Ngangishayiwe ngangilimele futhi.
I was assaulted and I got injured again.
Thank you.
As a court, please, my lord, I'm really not sure if this process, my lord, is proper. Right in the beginning, when we were to start with a trial within a trial, counsel set out the grounds on which they were attacking the admissibility of the pointings out. And those grounds were outlined by counsel. And it was never said that the accused was not in his sound and sober senses. But now, counsel is going back and laying a new ground for attacking the admissibility of the pointings out. We submit, my lord, that that is not a proper process. The grounds were outlined by counsel at the point.
What were the grounds?
I think to a large extent, my lord, they said that the accused was assaulted.
Assaulted.
So voluntariness, my lord, was put in dispute. And if my memory serves me well, I think they said that he did not make any statement. I'm just talking from the top of my mind. We therefore submit, my lord, that these are not the issues that came out in cross-examination, and that council is now traversing completely new terrain when reference is made to the fact that the accused was not in sound and sober sense during the process.
This is the court, my lord. Accused says, or Mr. Sibia says, at the very onset of the trial within a trial, I did not make this statement voluntarily because I was assaulted. There's nothing new there. Now he comes and say, on the 5th of June 2020, I could not have been in my sound and sober senses because I was pummeled into morals of bitterness. I was assaulted and repeatedly assaulted. I could therefore not have been in my sound and sober senses. But over and above that, I got arrested on the 30th. When I appeared before Khadebe on the 5th of June 2020, I had not seen my family. No family of mine had called me. Then how do you expect a person in that position, my lord, to come and say, no, despite all these morals of bitterness that I got pummeled to, I was still in my sound and sober senses? This is not a new aspect. The unsound and in sober senses stems from the fact that he was assaulted. I'm not talking about marijuana here or Mendrex, but the state of his mind. That is what is being referred to here. On that note, my lord, it's 3:30. Now I request an adjournment. Mr. Swear, tomorrow when you come back, just 1, 2, and then complete. Now, so,
Wacela kumele ukuthi sihlehlise-ke
Thank you,
namuhla.
my lord. May I request an adjournment for the day?
Kusasa. Kusasa azokuqedela-ke imibuzo yakho nayo.
Okay.
Mr. Speaker, why when I look at you, I just cough and cough and cough? Maybe I need to go get a cough mixture.
Oh, I thought you were
Thank
saying
you.
something. Yeah.